Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, a few videos ago we did a drop-down menu on hover. Somebody was asking if it's possible to do on a click. Sure is, and it's really easy. Got it right here. There it is. And we've got this in fixed position as well, so it'll stay exactly where we put it when we scroll up and down the site. Really easy to do, so let's get started. There's no coding involved in this today, we're just using the inbuilt features of the Divi theme itself. So let's enable the visual builder. And let's go down and we'll get rid of this one. And because it's in fixed position, going to have trouble getting to it under there. So what I'm going to do is go down a little purple button, open it up, hit wireframe mode, which is on the left there. And there's our little menu item right there. Okay, so now we can switch back to our regular mode. To do this today, we're going to use a toggle module, and it doesn't matter where we put it because we're going to put it in fixed position anyway, so it won't stay where we put it. So I'm just going to add it under this blurb module here. And if we roll down, that's what we're going to use today, a toggle module. Really useful little modules they are. So put in your title of whatever it is you want to say, your menu to say up here. And down below we can start creating our links. Let's get rid of what's in there. And whatever it is you want to link to, just put your title of it in there, select it, hit the little link item to add the URL link to wherever it is you want to take people with your menu. I'll just put a hashtag in there for mine. And what we're going to do is we're going to rinse and repeat, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and obviously put in your new links for each one. Just change the writing on these, so we've got slight differences. Obviously you would have real links for your menu. I'm just making this up as I go along. But that's how you do it. Just go into link to whatever pages, if you're going to pages, or whatever sections. Use your little CSS IDs to link to sections. Great. Now you can choose whether to have it open or closed. I'm going to leave it on closed so they can click on it to open it up. Don't want to link anything there. Don't really want a background, but we are going to color our actual open and close states, because if I click on it now it'll open. There's our links. Color of these links are dictated in however you've got your theme set up, but you can make custom colors if you want to, and I'll show you how to do that in a while. Okay, well let's go over to our design here, and icon color I'm going to make white. It'll disappear. I'm just making my menu sort of dark. Open icon color, leave that one white too. You can choose a specific icon here, and there's plenty to choose from, but that little plus icon is going to work for me. Okay, open toggle background color, black. Closed, I want it all black. But my title text, I want that to be white. For both open and closed there. You can have different colors if you want to. For instance, if I put that to purple, now close it, as you can see that changes to purple there. I'll leave that like that for the demonstration today. But what I was saying about your links before is that's the default color that I've got mine set up in my theme customizer. For anybody that doesn't know, down to dashboard, appearance and customize. That'll take us to this page, and if we go down to general settings and typography, we roll down a bit, there's the body link color that it's set to, the default. And I'll show you how to customize it if you're happy with your body link color staying as that, but you want different color for your actual drop down menu that we're going to create. I'll show you how to do that. So we'll go back here, and I'm fairly happy with most of that. The color, I do want to make it a little bit skinnier, and of course I want it to be in fixed position. I'm going to put mine up in the left, or you can put it wherever you want to put yours, obviously. So let's just go down to our spacing a minute, and we'll make it the size and width we want. So spacing wise, Don't want it quite as wide as that, so I'm going to say perhaps 10 pixels padding top. Just put in the 10, it'll put pixels for you. Hit the chain, it'll do the bottom. That's about right for me. But I do want it to be not quite as wide as that, so let's go into our sizing. And in the width, I'm going to say 200 px. And I have put the px in there because sometimes with width it'll come up in a percentage, and I want mine to stay at 200 px. That's going to work for me. Okay, now we need to put it where we actually want to put it, which, like I say, with mine I'm going to have it up here. So if we go over to our Advanced tab and then Position, I'm going to change it from Relative to Fixed, and it'll disappear. It's actually up under our nav bar right in the top left corner there. If I hit the middle one, see it's right down there. So I'm going to put it there, and I'm just going to bring it down with a bit of vertical offset. There we go. And place it where we want it, just below our little nav bar there. You can slide up, you can type in a value, and you can increment up and down with little arrows right there. And I'm just going to put it slightly away from the side there with my horizontal offset. There we go. That's great. Okay, so now that's actually going to stay there when we roll up and down the page. Fantastic. That's what I meant about putting it where you want, because it's not going to stay under that module. Okay. Well, say you wanted to actually make these purple as well instead of our default blue or whatever color you want them to make yours. Let's go over to our Advanced. I'm going to go to CSS IDs and classes. I'm going to give this a class. I'm going to say CUSTM for custom menu. Give it whatever name you want. It wants to be unique and it wants to make something, it wants to mean something to you for when you read it. So we're now giving this a class so we can target those links. And to do that, let's go back to our customizer. If I go back here, you can either go to your appearance and customizer where we were, or you can go down to Divi, the theme options to the general tab, roll down to the bottom, and here we can write some CSS. So we gave that a class of cust_m. All class names have to have a dot or a period in front. CUSTM, there's a class name. We want to target the links within it. So those would be anchor tags. So we're targeting that module, cust_m, and the anchor tags within it, not all of our anchor tags on our site. We're being specific here. Let's open and close some curly brackets, and we'll give them a color. Let's make them, just make them purple. So put in whatever color you want, whether it be hexadecimal or whatever color you need. Little semicolon there. Let's save our changes here. Let's go in here. Let's save our page and exit the Visual Builder. There's our little menu there. It's going to stay exactly where it is. Hit the little cross. There's our purple little tags. They're not quite the same purple. If you wanted to make the same purple, let's use a little color picker here. Go over the purple color that we want. Copy the hex code there. Close that up. We can go back to our themes options and we'll put that in hex code, so it needs a hashtag in front of it. Control V to paste the actual code in there. Save the changes. We'll go back to our page now and refresh. And our link should be the same as that purple color there. There we go. And remember, we've got that heading flipping color when we open it. So there you go, guys. There's how to create a custom sticky drop down menu that works on click rather than hover, which was the last version we did. So I hope you've enjoyed this and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System 22.